1776. New York City. Pardon me, are you Aaron Burr, sir?
That depends. Who's asking?
Oh, sure. Sir, I'm Alexander Hamilton. I'm at your service, sir. I have been looking for you.
I'm getting nervous.
Sir, I heard your name at Princeton. I was seeking an accelerated course of study. When I got sort of out of sorts with a buddy of yours, I may have punched him. It's a blur, sir. He handles the financials.
You punched the bursar.
Yes, I wanted to do what you did, graduate in 2 and join the revolution. He looked at me like I was stupid. I'm not stupid. So how'd you do it? How'd you graduate so fast?
It was my parents' dying wish before they passed.
You're an orphan. Of course, I'm an orphan. God, I wish there was a war, then we could prove that we're worth more than anyone bargained for.
Can I buy you a drink?
That would be nice.
While we're talking, let me offer you some free advice. Talk less. Smile more. Don't let them know what you're against or what you're for. You can't be serious. Don't let them know what you're against or what you're for. You can't be serious. Don't let them know what you're against or what you're for.
Hey guys, how's the sound? Chaxologist, was the audio bad or just the choice of song? You thought it was a background noise? Yeah, I'm listening to Hamilton a lot. I saw the movie. My girlfriend's a big fan, and now I guess I'm a big fan. But how's my mic, guys? So you can see we're on the full streaming setup. Got the mic going. I'm not sure. The sound is good. Thank you, Electric Rider. What about if I, like right now, I don't want to put the mic in front of my mouth. I thought it was like too loud last time I streamed. So right now, guys, tell me how the sound is right now. We're at the 2-minute mark moving forward. The Voromotors podcast number 83, like a little pregame here. I think we're going to smoke something, eat a little bit of body dysmorphia into me. I don't want you to see my fat fucking waist. Voromotors. Why does it say Voromotors podcast number 60? What the fuck is up with that? Hold on, we got to fix this. Yeah, sorry. It's been a lot. How long it's been since we used this is not Voromotors podcast 60, it's 83. It's been such a long time since how do I fucking change this? Well, whatever. I can change it. How the fuck do I change this? Come on. All right, the sound is good, Jap Up. Thank you very much. Randall Gauss, good to see you. Hunter Reich, how you doing? I might clip it onto the sling, actually. That's actually probably a really good idea. Hunter Reich. How do I change this? Oh, here, I see. No, that's not it. Fuck, how do I get rid of this fucking Voromotors podcast number 60? This is number 83. I don't want to fuck this whole thing up here. Banners? Is it in the banner section here? No. Is this it? Okay, there, I got rid of it. There it is. Before I did it. Still trying to figure out how to use this StreamYard. But the sound is okay here. I think I will clip it to my thing here. I actually wanted to listen to a little bit more music and get a little bit lifted before we go. So light your smoke machines if you got them. Again, I'm sorry if you're not a big Hamilton fan, but I just I am on I'm on a Hamilton kick just listening to this shit over and over again.
You wanna get ahead? Yes.
Who's run their mouth off, wind up dead?
Yo, what time is it? Showtime!
Like I said.
Showtime, yo! I'm John Lawrence in the place to be. 2 pints of Sam Adams, but I'm working on 3. Those red coats don't want it with me, cause I will pop, chick a plap, these cops till I'm free.
Eh oui, mon ami, je m'appelle Lafayette, the Lancelot of the Revolutionary Set. I came from afar just to say bonsoir to the king, cause it's who is the best. C'est moi.
Bra, bra, I am Hercules Mulligan, up in it, loving it. Yes, I heard your mother said, come again. Lock up your daughters and horses. Of course, it's hard to have intercourse over 4 sets of corsets. Wow, no more sex.
It's gotta happen. It's gotta happen. Let's get this. That's a good idea. Clip it to my fucking thing here. It's hard doing shit with your left hand. Alrighty, guys. What is happening, fellow pioneers of human transportation? I'm Yogi Steve. You're watching ESA, the Electric Scooter Academy, Voromotors podcast number 83. Sponsored podcast. Always let you know that. I do get paid a little bit of money for these. Benefits the viewers because I can be sporadic with my live streaming. It generally doesn't pay anything. So the sponsored podcast guarantees us at least twice a week. We get together and hang out. And you guys can see. Well, you can see I'm doing good. It's been an interesting, interesting year, so to speak. You know, most of my fans know I lost 2 dogs this year, but they were very old, so I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm looking for sympathy for this, my my basically dislocated shoulder. I dislocated my shoulder. I will talk about it. I do want to say hello to everybody because I appreciate all you guys coming in here early. There's no guarantee that this will last. I loaded this up like this because I want to look at some videos of some of my friends, like Ride with Anthony, maybe a little Ginger on Wheels, just people that I haven't spoken to for a while. I promote their site a little bit, see what they're up to. What's up, my friend Don Scott? I know he owns a Dualtron Storm that he bought a couple years ago using my bonus code. Extreme Window Tinting, how are you? Chaxologist, it's good to see you. Jap Up says, yo, 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 hopefully you're having a beautiful day. I can't complain. Hey, Hunter Reich, it's good to see you. Yeah, you haven't been here in a while. I hope you're doing well as well. Electric Rider's asking me about the shoulder. How's your hip, first of all? I'll tell you about the shoulder. I know you're recovering from hip surgery, right? How's that going? Sound is 10 out of 10, Don Scott. Thank you very much. Nice and clear. All righty. So Randall Gauss, good to see you. Hey, what's up, Anthony? OC Eats, what's going on, man? Jap Up, I think it's friends with OC Eats. Awesome. Sunman Lay, good to see you. Another regular on the channel. Ahmed, another longtime supporter. Good to see you, my friend Ahmed. Trini G, another regular, says greetings from the Caribbean. He always says that. Good to see you, Trini. Your hip is getting better slowly but surely. So let's see what kind of questions let's see if there's any questions in here that are not about my shoulder, and then I will go to the shoulder. Let's see here. I think we're pretty good. A lot of just regulars in here. Chaxologist says, I think I'll pick up my DJI Mini from Best Buy so I can finally upload a video of my 6-mile transit desert commute each way. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, that new the DJI Mini. Oh, you're talking about are you talking about a drone? The DJI Mini. I thought that was like a mini, like audio system, like this, right? Like this. Stony 420, how you doing? I did put the motor in and pinched the tube, got it fixed and running. Great so far. Awesome, Stony. I don't remember what were we talking about here. But anyhow, so quickly about the shoulder, and then I'll do Voromotors stuff. So what's going on at Voromotors? The biggest thing I think going on at Voromotors now is the content creators are just receiving their Huga Daytonas. You can't really see from your angle, but my computer and everything is I'm actually using right now my Huga Daytona box with the scooter still in it as a desk. Now, I am definitely going to make content with it. I'm super blessed that I have a great network here. So I could probably unbox this with one arm, but I can't drop it. But I have a good friend, Jason, who's really experienced scooters, like one of the most crazy, like stuntman style scooters I've ever met. He knows Voromotors. He's been there a bunch. Melvin knows who he is. And so Jason at one point is going to come over and help me unbox this. That'll be one video. And then I'm going to put a camera on him, let him ride this around, let him test ride it. Because now Jason himself is actually in the market to buy one of these. He's on the fence between this and the Tevra and the InMotion RS. He already has like a Wolf King GT that he's done a lot of miles on. He's pretty good on it too. But yeah, Huga Daytona, I've noticed that like Ginger on Wheels, freshly charged. I'm sure Electric Scooter Guide, they all got theirs. And we were told by the bosses at Voromotors not to put out content until the 21st. So I've got some time to do my unboxing and first video. But yeah, so I'm excited. I mean, I guess it's just going to be a while before I ride this thing myself. But, them's are the breaks. What's up, Sleck? Good to see you coming in here. I see you there. But, those are the breaks. And eventually I'll be back to riding. You guys know that I have not my first accident. Well, let me tell you guys what happened because I don't think everybody knows what happened. Oh, yeah, again, I think I have it in the title. if you want to be a guest on the podcast. I had a really, really good time with Melvin on the podcast the other day. I mean, just a good time in the sense where it's hard doing this by myself, sitting here, just, basically talking to you guys without a host. So I found that like doing an interview like that was relaxing. It was almost easy for me. So if anybody wants to be on the channel, all you really need to do is have a phone and a YouTube account. And the way it works is you tell me your email, I send you a link, and all you got to do is press that link, take your phone, prop it up in front of you, like pretty close to your face. You don't even need to be mic'd. Holy shit, did you mother actually sit there and wait for me? That's going to have to be until I get a better internet. I think that's going to have to be the protocol. If the stream keeps going, if the numbers keep clicking, that means I'm still there. So I don't know what the fuck's going on, but we're back. Can you guys hear me? Electric Rider says the only cell phone service that works here is AT&T. All right, Trini, thank you very much, guys. I mean, I appreciate your loyal fans. If you're sitting there with the fucking screen going blank, so I appreciate it. I didn't want to disconnect because I would like to do one straight stream. And thank you for still being here. So what the fuck was I talking about? Still didn't tell you how I fucking dislocated my shoulder and the plan for it. I will get to that in a second, right? I feel like I need to talk about the sound is still good, guys. What else is going on over at Voromotors? They got apparently they're selling out of the Roar Mantis bikes. If you're looking for like an electric dirt bike, I was really, really, really enjoying mine. I hope that, Melvin's very gracious with me. Hopefully he'll just let me keep these vehicles until I get better and then I can start riding again. But yeah, if you're looking for like an electric dirt bike, they have the Roar line, they have the E-Ride Pro. And the more I've been like studying bikes, I'm not going to say the E-Ride Pro is one of the best, but I think it's like one of the top 3 brands. People really like the E-Rides, especially the newer ones. But also, if you're looking for a little higher end, Voromotors also has the Altus Sigma, super high end e-bike. You guys know they got the InMotion RS, they got the InMotion Jet. I had a good experience with my InMotion Jet, 500 miles on it. I think I still have videos coming out. I mean, the good thing about the way, hey, what's up, Michael? Good to see you. Good to see you, Cyberdecker. Michael, my friend, Silent but Electric. You know, I never think I'm going to hurt myself like this and get out of action, but I always shoot more content than I need. So right now, I probably have, I could post 2 episodes a week on the channel and still have enough episodes for the next 2 months. So there still will be content on the channel. I'm going to stream more like this for sure. And so what else is going on over Voromotors? eMove Roadrunner Pro 2 is getting like one more step closer to coming out. We've been really excited about that. I'm actually wondering if I should sell my Roadrunner Pro, because I mean, I'm not really using it for anything right now. And if Roadrunner Pro 2 is coming out, I'm sure they're going to give me one of those. I mean, come on. So what else is going on over at Voromotors? Look at my living room, see what's here. Tevon. All right, so this will be a good segue. So I'll talk about the Tevon line. First of all, Tevon, is this hat straight? Tevon is the only company that has they gave you a hat. You open up the box and there's like a hat. I'm not really a hat guy. Tevon's like the only company out there where you open up the box. I open up and there's a fucking hat in there. Getting this Tevon delivered was a fucking trip, by the way. You know, Voromotors really takes care of me. They get this thing delivered like right to my door, but it was brand new in the box. The Tevon 7260R, that is a giant 150-pound scooter. Getting that thing into my apartment was absolutely insane. The fucking the delivery guy driver, I live at the top of kind of a hill. The delivery guy parked at the bottom of the hill, and then he's like, yeah, we got to go to the truck. He had no English. I was using like my unbelievably limited Spanish, and he had like no English. You know, sometimes, you know, a guy might have a tiny handful of English. This guy had like 0. And my Spanish is like one notch above 5%, not even 5%. I know some words, but so you know, whatever. I understood what he was saying, but he parked all the way at the bottom of the fucking hill, and he had to we had to use like an electric dolly to push the scooter from the bottom of the hill all the way to my apartment. Then the guy helped me get it in the elevator. We had to like flip it up on its end, 150-pound scooter. And this was me getting the Tevon like last week. And I might actually have a video here I could show you. Let me see here. I don't like doing this. This is a cheap way of showing the videos, but here. Look at this. Look at this thing coming off the truck. Look at this thing. Look at this fucking thing. I mean, Jesus Christ. And this is like at the bottom of the hill from where I live.
I know, apparently he's going to push us up the hill all the way to my fucking apartment.
All right, so this is why I should have had this clip loaded on my computer. But anyhow, that box, the funny thing is as big as that box is, the Huga Daytona box is bigger. So like so much for any sense of like portability. Like these hyper scooters, they're not commuter scooters. You know, it's not like you're going to drive the scooter to work and bring it in the office like you might do. But anyhow, so got my 7260. I guess that was the 11th. What's today already? I guess I got it 8 days ago. Luckily, I did a bunch of shifts on it. I have video coming out on it. But the 7260, you know, it's got the 72-volt battery, which is just, that means it's fast. It means it's torquey. It means it has a good top speed, probably 65 or 70. But it's got a 60 amp hour battery. Like that's, you know, there's nothing really new in the world of scooters, in my opinion, stand-up scooters, but bigger battery is really the only thing we needed. So I really loved my few shifts that I did on there. And it's a pretty good deal in the low $4,000 price range. I don't really have much of a bonus code for it. I think if you use my Electric Scooter Academy code, you get like $45 off or something. I need to talk to the bosses about that. But anyhow, I like the 7260. I'm not really familiar with the smaller, the middle-sized model. But to me, the Tevon line looks like what if Dualtron made changes and moved forward? Now I'm aware they do have a new model out, but I don't know much about it. I know that Mini Motors USA, along with Cabo, is like they're not even like they don't have any like American dealers anymore, as far as I know. So it's like you're buying directly from the company now. But I know there's some new stuff going on at Dualtron, but I haven't really been paying attention to those models. But Tevron to me looks like a better Dualtron. It has way better suspension. The big problem with Dualtrons is they deliver it to you with extremely stiff suspension. And if you want to change the suspension, it's not simple. They have these cartridges that you have to like take the fucking whole thing apart, put it back together. Never was a big fan of that. But the Tevron comes with a cushy suspension with external adjusters to adjust the suspension. The Tevron also comes, the 7260 also comes with dual dampers. Now, I kind of have mixed feelings about dampers in general. I've kind of almost always for many years have said that if the scooter needs a damper, that is if the damper's purpose is to reduce wobbling at high speed, the scooter shouldn't drive at that speed. The damper I don't think is enough. So I never was a big fan of dampers. Now, this fucking Tevron's got 2 dampers on it. So I put them on a pretty loose setting, and I'm not using it to test high speed. The damper advantage to me is you can have one hand on the handlebar and let go with the other hand, and the scooter won't get away from you if you have the damper set to like a nice medium, like low medium tension. The problem that I have with dampers is it's just another moving part. So whenever you're like going through suspension, going up and down, bouncing up and down on normal things, the screws that connect the damper to the deck and the screws that connect the damper to the neck, they're just being completely stressed. Like I had the only scooter I really ever had with a damper, right? An external damper was my Thunder 3. I had it when I was working for Mini Motors USA. After years of begging, they finally gave me a fucking scooter. They gave me a Dualtron Thunder 3. I hope Landry enjoys it because I sold it to him for a song. That scooter came with a damper. And I had something happen to me once that, hey, What Traffic? Thank you for the super chat. Let me do a bong hit for What Traffic. Got to give this guy some value for his money. Tell me you got your scooter back, What Traffic. Tell me Ryan didn't sell your scooter to the fucking mafia. Tell me you got it back, please. I mean, he wouldn't do that. He's a good guy. That's for you, What Traffic. Lost my chain of thought. I was rolling there. I was excited about the super chats. Next week, all right. Good luck with that. I'm rooting for you. What's up, Gypsy? How you doing? Okay, so I was talking about the Tevrons, right? So the unique things about the 7260, so the dampers I was talking about, right? So the dampers just make it so the steering wheel is steady at like medium speeds. I'm not maxing out any of these fucking scooters. Most scooters, I will do one max out run, but I think the maximum speed in this is almost 70. I'm just not going 70 on this. I'm not really like dressed for it. You know, you need like a full body suit. Like actually Alphonse, my friend Alphonse, like from, I don't know if it's from the area, but it's a real life friend, IRL friend, right? He wears like some serious motorcycle gear. He drives his fucking Tevron super fast. He just got a 7260 as well. So the unique things about the 7260, the big battery, tremendous. The dual dampers, it's up to you whether or not you like that. But it's also got really, really, really big tires. Really big tires. And probably I kind of almost feel like the tires, strangely enough, are what caused me to dislocate my shoulder. So here we are, 23 or 24 minutes in. I will finally tell you what happened to my shoulder and what's going on. First of all, the backstory is 2022. Most of you guys may or not know I dislocated my shoulder. You can see the bump here. And this was a complete dislocation. Like where if this is your collarbone, it looked like this in the x-ray. So it was not like a minor break or anything. And I didn't have insurance at that time, and I wanted to avoid surgery anyhow. So I didn't have surgery on it. That accident, I got knocked out. That was as bad as this accident is and how long it takes to recover. That accident was worse because it was pretty scary. I got knocked out. I've never been knocked out in my life. Like I've had my bell rung. You guys know I practiced martial arts as a kid till like my early mid-20s. Like I've been kicked in the head really hard. So like I know what it's like to get your bell rung, but I've never been knocked out before. So that accident in 2022, got knocked out. That was a little scary because the first month after the accident, my vision was blurry. Anytime I looked at the phone for more than a couple seconds, I get a headache. But that all went away and I fully recovered. And the collarbone break, you know, my research told me that before surgeries, they would just, splint the collar, like hold it in place, and it would just heal. So my collarbone is effectively like, fused abnormally, but it healed. And I'm generally not in pain. The way I describe the collarbone long-term effects were like my fitness and my weightlifting will just never be the same. Like once this happened, I had to stop doing chin-ups, which might sound stupid, but it was such a big part of my routine. And every time I lift, I'm extra careful. You can't push yourself as hard as you'd like when you've got like a bone that, as far as I know, it's not that strong. So recovered from that. I felt like, considering I had no insurance at the time, that was a good thing though, because that did encourage me to get insurance. And ever since then, I've been going to doctors for regular checkups. I mean, I have a host of like medical bullshit going on with me right now. I mean, nothing tragic, but I'm using the doctors. I'm getting my blood work and shit, stuff like that done. So I'll tell you all about my medical shit maybe later when we're really bored. But why the fuck is my arm in a sling? Am I faking this? Because I can do this, Hands okay. Just so you know, the purpose of the sling is to reduce the weight of the shoulder hanging. That's what the sling is basically doing for me. So I'm working on Friday. I'm on the tevon. I had a pretty mild week. I maybe worked like 3 or 4 days. I've been in a pretty good flow with work. I listen to a lot of guys complaining they're not making money. They are making money, whatever. What's up, Kyle Young? Good to see you, man. Oh, shit. I've been busy, and you've got an injury. You're just in time, Kyle. It's good to see you, buddy. Josh Giro, the Carolinian hamster VTuber. Good to see you. Select's asking me if I got a discount code for the 7260. I don't yet, but I'm going to try to get one. If they're available, I'll get one. All right, so I'm trying to tell you about the accident, right? It wasn't even an accident. It was accidental. It was a freak. It was a fucking freak accident. 1 in a million, Doc. 1 in a million, Doc. 1,000,000 to 1 shot. Right? What's the Fusili Jerry episode? You got to be a fucking dork. If you can get that like that, you know what I'm talking about? 1,000,000 to 1 shot, Doc. 1,000,000 to 1. That's what this accident was that I had. I mean, again, it barely was an accident, but it was accidental. Hey, it's good to see you. Masonic says V2 Roadrunner rider. That's very cool. My V2, I prefer my V2 almost over my V3 because I can carry the battery and the frame. Yeah, Masonic. Make sure you join Electric eMove Roadrunner Academy on Facebook if you're not on there already. Electric Rider says you should get together with Riding with Anthony. Is he in the neighborhood? I will be. I'm not going to tell you guys when, but I am traveling. Thank you, Silver Watcher. I appreciate it. I am traveling sometime soon. My girlfriend and I are going to go to like New York, New Jersey area. So, I mean, it's going to be hard to bump into anybody. Kyle Young dropping the $2 super on me. Thank you very much. You're getting me rich $2 at a time, dude. It's good to see you. Hope you feel better soon. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. All that shit adds up. Thank you so much. So, okay. I'm out there on Friday. Deliveries. I'm only a couple of deliveries into the day. It's daytime, and it's getting pretty fucking warm out there, too. Sunman Lay says DoorDash should pay your injury as compensation. California has some specific laws. I am going to look into getting unemployment. I mean, I can't wait to do anything but get back to work, guys. I want to fucking get back to work. And I'll tell you what I've been doing, actually. I've been playing online poker to try to subsidize, and it's actually going pretty good. You got to hear about the accident first. I only told this story once to the Melvin interview podcast, and I didn't really give details because it was about Melvin, not about me. So I leave a building. I'm on like Ivar below Sunset. I remember because I remember walking home from there. I take the lock off of the scooter. I just, I'm standing next to it. I got feels like I got both hands on it. And I turn the scooter on. You got to use your key. Beep, 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 turn it on. And when you turn this is my only, not my only, but one of the things I didn't like about the scooter, which is normal. When you turn the scooter off, what I do is for security, I turn the scooter off at the control panel, boom, turn it off. And then when I come back, I turn it on with the key. You can't turn it on without the key. So it's like, a remote key. So the thing is, when you turn it off, it takes you out of the gear that you're in. This tevon has a lot of different gears. I'm not even sure how many. I don't want to just make up how many, but I know they have obviously not obviously, but they have off, then they have a walking gear, then they have gear 1, 2, and above. I literally just never take the scooter out of gear 1 because it's very soft, gentle acceleration. I actually believe that most accidents happen with these scooters because
they accelerate too quick, and it's too easy to like hit the whiskey throttle it. Basically, I did a version of whiskey throttling. So I'm getting on the scooter. I reach to the panel, and I have a habit where you just press the plus button twice. Once to get through walk mode, twice to get into mode 1. And again, mode 1, when you trigger it, it's smooth acceleration. But if you accidentally have it in mode 2, when you accelerate, it just fucking flies off the line. And forget about mode 3 or higher. Each level 1, 2, 3 has more and more torque, more and more acceleration. Eric, old head, young bull, Stewart says, did you ever take a look about doing a video into the GeoFought F8 scooter or 15,000 QS nominal? I don't know. I mean, they'd have to send me one. It's like I'm not like a rich YouTuber. If they want to send me one, maybe I'll take a picture of that. I'll look that up later. I think we talked about that last time, right? I would like to. That sounds exciting. But yeah. So mode 3, mode 4 and above on this tevon, not only is it crazy acceleration, but because the tires are bigger. These are the biggest, widest, tallest, fattest tires on any electric scooter I've ever seen. That contributes to more acceleration, right? So it really like grips the ground. Like this scooter, like it barely spins out at front. When you accelerate, it's almost like an electric dirt bike. That's the difference, in my opinion, between like the bikes and the scooters is the scooters, because you have weight at the back, the front tire always spins out as you're accelerating. But a bike, you have more weight on front. When you hit that throttle, it's like you take off evenly. So I'm out there on the tevon. This is past Friday. This a week ago. So I guess, I turned the scooter on with the key, the remote key, and the ritual is press the plus button twice. That puts you in mode number 1, smooth acceleration. Somehow I pressed that fucking button 4 times without realizing it, and I put the scooter into 3rd. I only know this because I looked at it after this, what I'm about to tell you happened. I looked at the display and I realized, fuck, I had the scooter in 3rd gear. That's how this happens. What happened is, as normal, and on this hand, I'm not going to I reach out. Imagine this is my right, this is my throttle hand, but we'll have to use this hand. I reach out. My other hand is kind of gently on the thing. And I'm just preparing myself to do like sometimes I'll like hit the throttle a little bit and walk with the scooter. Like you can do that when it's when you're in a lower mode or you're a slower scooter. Now maybe I actually probably had 1 foot on the scooter. All I know is that I didn't really mean to throttle it. I'm pretty sure it was a pure whiskey throttle. I didn't mean to throttle it. And if I was in first mode, it wouldn't have made a difference. But I hit the throttle with unbelievable, like lightning fucking fast speed. There's nothing you could do about it. The scooter just pulled. Like warp fucking Star Trek warp fucking speed. It pulled, and your instinct is to not let go, and that's like a version of whiskey throttling, which I pretty much got. I did that not a lot, but as much as anybody else when I was new. But when I'm riding the vehicle, I don't whiskey throttle anymore because my brain has developed a connection between letting go when that happens. This was different. The scooter was at standing. And my brain still thinks like you don't want to let it go, right? Like you don't want to let go. You don't want it to go flying away from you, even though that's probably what you should do. And when you extend your arm like this, your shoulder is the most vulnerable. Does it make sense to you? When your elbows are tucked in like this, your shoulder can take a lot. But when your arm is extended like this, your shoulder is in like just a super vulnerable position. So the scooter fucking pulls. I guess I hold on. And my fucking shoulder, I could feel it. It just came out of the socket. I could feel it. I could feel like a sensation that you never want to feel. It came out of the socket. And I kind of just not with my other arm, but I kind of like pulled it back in. And I was like, and it kind of went back in. And I was like, oh, okay. I guess I think I'm all right. And then I went to lift my arm up and my shoulder fell right out of the socket. So basically right now, the sling is also important to remind me, like if I reach up and out too much, this thing just comes out. So very, very bad injury. Whatever. Like Dulcinea, my longtime friend and personal training client says, "You're Yogi Steve," because I said I'm wondering why I'm not like super depressed. I kind of having a rough year. a lot of good stuff going for me. Great relationship. I'm breaking even with my money. I feel like I'm not getting too fat. I feel like I'm in relatively good shape, if that makes any sense. But like, this is fucking depressing. Like I can't believe I'm not going to go to work. So like that sucks. Yeah, but I'm going to do other stuff. So what am I doing? Are we halfway in yet? I didn't want to like go off on, this is still related to like scooters in the channel. Oh yeah, we're halfway in. So let me get through some of these questions. What's up, Captain Kirk? Good to see you. Yeah, Cyberdecker. It did hurt. Well, okay, here's more to the story is, at this point I'm on like below Sunset on Ivar. That's really far. This fucking you're not going to call a regular lift and put it into a lift. And not to mention, I couldn't even help. Like my right arm, like 3 times before I realized what is going on here, was slipping out of socket, and that hurt. And 2 nights ago, while I was sleeping, it slipped out. So what I think is I tore my labrum, and like every tendon and ligament in there that can be torn is fucked. So I had to walk home. This walk, the shirt, man, I was dripping sweat through it. And this scooter, you know, pushing a scooter on flat is fine. But pushing a scooter like up a hill, especially a really heavy scooter like this is fucking brutal. So went to the emergency room. There's nothing they can fucking do there for you because they're not going to give you an MRI. They're just going to give you an X-ray. And I didn't even want to have an X-ray other than I was worried that maybe I re-broke my collarbone. That was kind of like, was I wondering what happened, but that didn't happen. That kind of would have been worse. I feel like this is pretty bad though. So Kyle Young coming in with the $2 sympathy super chat. Thanks, Kyle. I appreciate it. Smoke break. It's necessary. Here we go. Smoke for you motherfuckers. I'm using my little daily driver a lot. Can't use the big piece like this. And while I got into vaping for a while, I kind of fell out of habit with that. What the fuck? This fucking lighters. Fucking okay. Thanks for thinking of me, Kyle Young. So yeah, went to the ER. There's not much they could do. They just give you an X-ray, put you in a sling. The doctor did like a range of motion test on me. It had me to like touch this shoulder. She's like, "Oh, if you can do that, you didn't tear your rotator cuff," because that's like, if you didn't even know anything about shoulders, you know, from like pitchers and people in sports, and just you've heard rotator cuff. I looked it up. There's other things in there that can rip and tear, but I feel like I'm 80% certain I need surgery. So Tuesday, luckily I couldn't get like an MRI scheduled right away, but I got it scheduled pretty quick. So Tuesday at fucking 7 a.m. That's going to be fun. I'm going in for an MRI, and then hopefully soon. Shit, I was supposed to call the orthopedist today. Say what you want about like insurance. Right now, mine, I feel like it's performing okay. Like I had another MRI recently for this fucking tinnitus. I just got a hearing test done a couple days ago at the ENT along with an examination for the tinnitus, but my insurance seems to be pushing everything through. My copay is pretty small. But anyhow, so emergency room was fucking trippy. I've never been in the emergency room. When I broke my collarbone, they brought me in unconscious. So I just woke up in a bed. That was nice. And then both times they just send you away in a fucking sling. I mean, the ER doc made it seem like you just need to immobilize it. It's going to heal by itself. I'm like, no, it's fucking not. How is it going to heal by itself? If it's falling out of the pocket, there's something seriously wrong. So what am I going to be doing? What's going on here? Shaxologist says, fortunately, I'll be getting my full health insurance by then in case anything happens. It's a good thing to happen. Kyle Young says, good luck with the doctor's visit and hope it works out where you can keep most of the mobility in your shoulder. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I'm not too worried about it. I feel like my prime, like, athletic or working out years are behind me anyhow. Something that I noticed a lot when I train people, we do a lot of, like, range of motion tests. So I was always thought it was weird that, like, a person couldn't, like, lift their arm, like, more than this. Like, I have, like, basically, like, all my, like, youthful mobility in my shoulders, sort of. Well, my neck fucking hurts. But, like, I think this shoulder is going to be, like, in trouble. I don't know if it's going to move like that. And everybody, when you walk around with a sling like this, everybody's got their fucking advice on, like, what to do. Stretch it, use heat, use fucking radiate, use fucking sunlight, use your mind, you do physical therapy. I'm like, listen, when an injury like this happens, you can't do anything but leave it alone for a couple weeks, get that MRI, and then go from there. And I'm going to rehab it myself. Like, a couple of people have asked me if I'm going to go to like a a rehab center. It's like, nah, even when I broke my collarbone, I rehabbed it myself, and I did really well with it. I feel like I understand how to like rehab my body better. The PTs are good for people who are not like into working out, basically, who've never like exercised and shit. I don't need a fucking PT. Hey, what's up, Sumako, my local friend? How you doing? Good to see you. Says, yo, hope you get better soon. Thanks, man. It's going to be the way I was kind of like trying to digest the information is I'm probably going to be fucked up until January, like beginning of next year. I just like this is going to be a month's recovery process, no matter what happens. Don Scott says, hop over to Mexico for stem cells. Rogan swears by it. Smack Talk says, Mantis King GT is the cure to world peace. It's a good scooter. I like mine. It doesn't work. I need some help with it. But yeah, the stem cell thing. I also had another person kind of recommending PRP to me earlier today, and this is too soon. Like first, those techniques are for, I believe, like injuries that are not fresh. This is like super fresh. I need to leave it alone for, I'm sure, a couple weeks. Thanks, Smack Talk. I appreciate it. And I just need to get this MRI. And I'm just sure the MRI is going to show that it's tore up enough where I'm going to need surgery. I'm just positive. Never had surgery before. Like I ducked the collarbone surgery, but I think this one, I don't know. By the way, I did dislocate my other shoulder when I was younger. I dislocated my left shoulder probably when I was 20 years old. This is not a funny story, but you know, I was into Taekwondo. I was into Japanese karate from 13 forward. And then when I went to college, 17 forward, Taekwondo, did Taekwondo all the years there, like basically never stopped. Eventually became a Taekwondo instructor out of college. So I guess I thought I was good. So we had some of the better students from our club, the college Taekwondo club, go to a school that was like in the neighborhood, in the city where I went to Ithaca College. There was like a real school, you know, like with a that was actually an Olympic style. They were what the fuck was that thing called? What's the Korean name for the chest protector? I'm getting confused because I'm thinking it's a Huga, but it's not a Huga, right? The Huga is the name of this fucking scooter. What do you motherfuckers know? What's the Korean name for the chest protector that Olympic stylists wear? But anyhow, they wore those things. And we went down there and we trained with them. We sparred with them. And long story short, you know, I think I'm good because I'm pretty good with my legs. That's really all Taekwondo is mostly kicking. This motherfucker jumps in the air, does a spinning back kick, like a pretty typical Olympic style Taekwondo technique. Even it's fancy, but it's not even that fancy. Kicks me in my left shoulder. My shoulder popped out of socket. And I hit the ground. I probably fucking screamed. I don't really remember. But the instructor, like one of these real old school, like a real Korean Taekwondo instructor from Korea, came over, put his hand underneath my arm, and popped my shoulder back into place. This shoulder. And never went to the doctor. I walked around with that arm hanging alongside my body in pain for a long time. And that shoulder was almost never the same, to the point where when I was like in my 40s and kind of getting back into working out, This is fucking nuts. You guys are the best chat ever. I just really want this to be at least an hour. Yeah, I mean, I promise like Melvin, like, but I'll do an hour time wise. I always want to make sure we do an hour, and I hate when it gets chopped up. The fuck, you guys are staying in there, hanging out. I appreciate it. It doesn't really, help the fucking channel. It doesn't do anything for the algorithm when it's in and out like this. But listen, eventually I'll get better internet. I'm looking into different things. Right now we're on this, and this is supposed to work really good. It's the signal up here is a little fuzzy because I live like in the Hollywood Hills. Kyle Young says, one good thing about being injured is getting some sympathy, love from your lady. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. I'm very fucking lucky. All right, we're back. So anyhow, and actually this might be a segue. Let's see, I can maybe a little deeper. So I did actually have this idea. I mean, you guys might leave if I do this, but what am I going to fucking do for money for the next like 3 months? Do I have enough money saved up where if I don't work at all, I'll be okay? Kind of, because I make podcast money, I make super chat money, I make a YouTube, Google AdSense check, and I have personal training clients. That's not a lot of money, guys. It's not a lot. So I need to make any form of money that I can the next few months. And there's like a lot of things I want to do that are part of like making a business, but they're not like money right now. And I've been hearing about WPT Gold from every single poker influencer for like a year. And can you believe this shit? I might only be able to play for like another 6 days because on the 24th they're doing some major change at the site. So for those of you who don't know, 2003, 2011, I was a serious online internet poker player, made really good money doing it. I was also a weed dealer at the time. $5,000, $6,000 a month for like a few years running. I was like the 5th world's best sit and go player at the $16 level. No kidding. If you look up Yoga Dude on SharkScope, you'll see that I was a serious, played thousands and thousands and thousands of $16 sit and goes and smaller. That's really my specialty. I really don't like cash games online. I really prefer sit and goes. Sit and goes, if you don't know, are just basically tournaments that are quick, that are like short. Instead of like a normal tournament can play for online 6, 8, 10 hours. Sit and go, you start with 8 players, up to usually 9 players. The current one I'm playing are 8, but usually it'd be 9 or 10. 1 or 2 or 3 tables. Sit and go means the tournament starts when enough people sign up. You sit down and you go. And I used to play 20 of those at a time. Like I was doing really well. And I don't want to exaggerate how much I made, because those times when I was making like 5,000 or more in a month regularly was my first iteration of a poker player when I was doing cash games. We're talking about like 2006, I think. But I also went broke playing that. Then I came back later on from like 2008 to 2011. I played sit and goes, and really became like my specialty. I'm pretty sure I have those dates right. So, but it's been all these years. I don't play poker anymore, but I watch a lot of poker. Like I guess I'm just addicted to watching it. It's not like I get a thrill or anything. There's just something about it. And if it was ever possible to be like a poker streamer, I would do that for a fucking living. You know how great that would be? So I've been playing. I put $100 into World Poker Tour Gold, and I'm playing $5 sit and goes. The games are so unbelievably soft. I'm kicking myself for not having been playing since last year. WPT Gold's been around for a while, but I just feel like I played on ACR, America's card room, for a bit, but it was infested with bots. There's either bots or players that know how to play almost perfectly and can play like 24 hours a day without stopping. Like ACR, I was breaking even on. It was very frustrating. I really tried to play on ACR, so I gave up on that site. But WPT Gold, these games are fucking incredible. Basically, like, they remind me of what it was like when I first started playing, where nobody knew what they were doing. If you were a studied player, if you read books at the time or read shit on the internet, you could make money playing poker. I mean, I made a shitload of money. Chexologist says, just envious I don't have access to futures and margin yet. Oh, yeah, you were a trader, Chax? Dude, during COVID, I think you guys know, during COVID, I was margin trading, and it's bullshit that I can't do it anymore, right? Because when Bitcoin started getting hot, I was like, fuck, man, let me throw 500 into a margin trading account. and let's see if we can fucking lose it, spin it up or lose it. Look at what I'm eating here. Okay, so a step backwards to the accident. Somehow in the last like Friday of the week, this accident has fucked my appetite up. I don't want to like get out of shape and gain weight during this time period too badly. God, I'm wearing like the worst tank top. This almost look weird. But so I've been like unintentionally eating less, not eating any junk food, no fast food, not food out really. We'd have pizza the other night from Domino's. So look at these. I'm eating this. This is an applesauce packet. You're not gonna believe this. Where I got this. I got a big giant container of this. I was doing a delivery, shop and pay, and I forgot to give this to the customer because it was like 3 bags. I only gave him 2. And I took it very seriously. So I pulled over and I called DoorDash and I said, hey, I forgot. And I was already far away from this customer. I said, hey, DoorDash. And it was like, imagine like probably 36 of these. I don't know. They're for kids. They're not healthy. They're like applesauce, but they're just like sugar, I guess. Point being is they've been in my fridge for a while because I forgot to give them to a customer. Called DoorDash, went through the procedure, and they basically said to me, you can give away the groceries. Give it to a homeless person. They say that for some reason. And I'm like, fuck that. I'm the homeless person. So actually what we got was a bunch of like coffee pods that did actually happen to fit my girlfriend's machine. So I gave those to her. And a big container of these things. I feel bad. It's obviously for a kid. These are like little applesauce packets. They're called Go-Go Squeeze Fruits. This is apple strawberry. It's my 3rd one today. But anyhow, point being is I haven't been eating I've been eating super light, just like meat, vegetable, and like much less starch, like no fucking potato chips, hardly nothing. I don't think it's because I'm not trying to I'm worried about gaining weight. I think I'm like, my body is like in shock from this injury. And it's everything is like slowing down. I still feel like kind of fucked up. I mean, I always feel tired in life, like being my age, but and like trying to keep up with the world. So point being is, I don't know if I'm like still tired from this injury or what, but I've been eating really clean. But today I had like eggs and hot dogs. I know it doesn't sound clean, but the hot dogs, whatever, they're beef hot dogs. To me, they're fucking clean. And the eggs are really just pure. But I haven't had like any carbs for like a while. So I went into the fridge and I busted out these fucking freebies that I got. Okay, so what I wanted to actually try to do is, I don't know if this is going to work. I wanted to actually try to stream some online poker. Now the problem is if this fucking signal is already kicking out, and I'm just and I don't have other programs up. Let me see here. Will my fucking internet handle this? Let's see here, guys. So I started with $100 in my WPT Gold account. Now I have $299.52. I'm playing $5 sit and goes only. So let me see here. How deep are we into the actual podcast? I want to make sure we go an hour. And then what I'm going to do is, once we hit an hour and 5 minutes, I'm going to try to stream myself playing. I'm just really curious as to what that's going to look like. I think I have it set up where I could do this. So we'll see. How do I share my screen? There it is, share screen. Oh, there you go. Cool. So this is, I guess, this is what it would look like if I want to. What do you guys see on your end? I got to look this up on my phone. Sound still good? Can you hear the sound still? Testing sound. Testing.
Sounds so good.
Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, okay, interesting. So I guess that's how I'll do it. Actually, I probably wouldn't want to do it like this. I probably want to do it like. Oh, it is like that. Oh, cool. Oh, okay, fucking cool. I could do it like this. This should be pretty cool. So I don't know if this is gonna work, but we're not gonna do it right now. We'll come back to it. Boom! Look at that. I'm getting good at controlling this thing. So yeah, so I'm eating these. I'm desperate for carbohydrates. I was actually, since I'm such a carb addict, like I love carbs. I don't eat enough protein, but as I tell my girlfriend, carbohydrates, calories are protein sparing. So as long as I get enough calories. I don't think I think to worry about getting too much. I mean, I feel like if I eat 2 big servings of protein a day, I'm always fine. But I don't really get like the amount of grams that I should. But I feel like since I get enough calories, I think now that I'm actually eating less, I need to eat more meat. I did actually air fry a big fucking chicken today. So baby, if you're listening, it smells good. It's coming over. And I'm going to try to, I'm going to play one more round of poker before we have dinner. Actually, maybe should I call you? All right, so are we an hour in? Almost an hour in. Am I missing questions? Kyle Young says, save a plate for me. I could eat honestly right now. Yeah, I made some serious chicken. Don Scott likes red beans and rice. And Chexologist is green. He says, yes, you need to be in caloric maintenance. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's like I eat so much goddamn food that it's just hard for me to ever imagine that I would be like under maintenance. Like it's very hard for me to lose weight. When I did at one point, I was kind of sad because I was lighter when I was trying to lose weight. I've kind of given up on trying to lose weight. I feel like when you're older, it's just so fucking hard. I remember when I was like, this kind of sounds weird because I weigh 185 now, but like maybe 3 years ago, I was 180 trying to get down to 175 or 170, and it was so hard to lose weight. I mean, usually, you know, when you're young, you can diet for a month, right? And completely like lose the weight that you need, usually if it's like 10 pounds or less. But enjoy that because that's just fucking temporary. That does not last forever. All right, I'm gonna have a little more coffee. Then we're gonna drink our kids' applesauce. And I'm gonna try to stream a session. I don't know if it's gonna work. Worst that can happen is I'm playing 3 $5 sit and goes. So worst that can happen is I lose $15. No big deal. We're already up $30 for the day. So cheers. These are fucking terrible. This is from fucking Snowpiercer. This is Snowpiercer food. This is what vegetables and fruit are like in the future when apocalypse. This is so terrible. Oh my God. But my body recognizes that it's sugar. I need something. Kyle Young says, I love baked chicken and good salad. I've been on a watermelon kick and an H3O kick. What's H3O? Hydrogen water? I have a client, pretty smart guy actually, that has like one of those hydrogen bottles, but they're like $200 or $300. Uh-oh, Cyberdecker's going on. It says, Bill Gates' plan for the world. I don't know what he's talking about. Living water. That's cool, Kyle. That's very interesting. Is that hydrogen water? All right, so we're at an hour. I'm signing up right now. I'm putting us on the start. What I do is I play $5 sit and goes on here. And there's one that's called a $5 Jake's Sit and Go Festival. Right now, there's 4 people signed up for this. And I'm probably going to have to share the window, right? How the fuck am I going to do this? I probably just need to share the entire window, the entire screen. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm probably just going to have to share the entire screen. Luckily, there's nothing weird. On this fucking computer. What the fuck is that? Is that that's not what we wanted. All right, so we don't want to share the entire screen. We need to get rid of that. Stop sharing.
All right, so here's what we need to do. I guess it'll all be here. Share this window. Yeah, this window. But is this going to be multiple windows, though? I don't know how this is going to work. It's not a Microsoft Edge tab. It's the window. This should be interesting. All right, so this is exactly how I do this. You can see we're at 6 out of 8. 2 more people will sign up. I play 3 at a time, sometimes 4. I want to play 3 tonight. What I figured out is if I play 3, it almost never takes more than an hour. I like to play and then rest. The thing that will really fuck you as an internet poker player is playing too much, too many hours, playing when you're tired. And no matter how good you are, you start to have fuzzy thinking. That's like some of the early famous poker books. The title was Fighting Fuzzy Thinking. It's like a true thing. Like you might know how to play every hand, every situation really well. But if you're tired and you get emotional, and especially like I feel like if you're tired, you're playing too long, you start making mistakes. So I like sit and goes because I can play a certain amount of them that'll tell me that I'll be done in an hour no matter what. Win or lose, we'll be done in an hour. And I really like that. And that way in between rounds, I rest. Do fucking bong hit. I mean, I definitely smoke while I fucking play. Maybe we'll get some music here so we can get double copyright strikes. I should probably put this somewhere where I can see the chat. All right, cool. I'll talk to the chat. I'll get to the chat, guys, once we're playing. Let me start loading up games first. I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if this is just going to completely overload my fucking internet. It went out twice today, and I still made money. That's how good the games are. What I've learned is it goes out. You can get it to come back. I want to make sure. See, it's not actually really a great time of day for games. They're taking a long time to load up. Back in the day when I used to play full time, man, I could sign up in 16 games in like 10 fucking minutes. Now it takes like 10 minutes to sign up for 3 games. Hey, Kyle. No, I don't play video games at all. You're into Doctors Sebi and Dr. Yaki? What do you guys talk? Are you guys talking about eating, living healthy? Oh, Kyle Young. I hear you. Dr. Sebi and Yaki. I'll look that up. I've never heard of them. What's up, Captain Bufo Alvarius? You're here for the pokers. Okay, so now I got to press go to table. The question is how do I set this up so you guys can see these tables? Because it's multiple tables. And now I got to sign up for another game. I don't know how much you guys are going to be able to see, but this is actually it's more important that I play than I get this fucking stream going. I really want to. I need to fucking make money. So, oh shit, come on. Luckily, everything on this fucking Psycho is so slow. It's easy for me to keep up with it. The software is not that bad, actually. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, no. We're already having a problem. It's okay. What the fuck am I gonna do this? It's no rush. I can figure this out. I can do this, dude. Fuck. Oh, there it is. All right, okay. I need to take this here.
So I guess the problem is I can only show you guys one screen at a time. Maybe can I show multiple screens, or I probably have to pay for this? Are you not even seeing this at this point? I thought you guys were seeing this fucking main screen. All right, here we go. Let's try it again. Oh, I see. It's just taking a long time to get there. What the fuck? There you go. Boom. The problem is I don't want to just show you guys one game. I'll need to figure out how to do this better. This would be very fucking cool. All right, so we got a while before the second game fills up. I mean, I'd love to talk about poker, pocket threes in the small blind. I mean, these games are soft. You can see the first thing you see is a limp, people limping in. So it makes this hand less problematic. You can just limp in, probably even call a raise with it, but you don't want to put too much money in there. Let's flop a set for the stream. Nah, this is our first hand, though. So we're just going to check fold this. There's really nothing to be said about this hand. I mean, there's like 5% chance we actually have the best hand, but sometimes it's just best to give up. There's nothing in here for us. Maybe the board will pair and we'll win. No, we're not going to win now. I just realized that. It'd be funny if I win this pot. Now somebody's got fours. That's cute. Oh, I didn't realize I have the audio in my headphones here. Yeah, this would be cool if I could just play like this, talk about poker, make it like a job out of this shit. But it's just my setup here is not that good. Can I share multiple windows? No, I guess I can't. I can only show one at a time. So it's not really, I mean, I guess I'll just talk about this one game, but I'll be playing other games. I got to play 3 at a time. There's no way I'm playing any less. This is just there's only 2 people signed up in the other game. Kyle Young says, "You ever seem like a dead end?" Yeah, he could tell. Brainstorm ideas to keep greenbacks in Yogi Steve's pocket. I mean, if these games are as good as I think they are, I think I'm going to be able to make at least like 100 or 1,000 a month playing this. But here's the thing: is September fucking 24th, like next week, they're stopping this whole site. Basically, they're stopping like a this is a sweepstakes site, which is really weird to explain. Like, you don't buy dollars on here; you buy coins that you trade in for money. So it's like a sweepstakes method, I guess. I don't know. But California and some other states have made that loophole illegal. So on the 24th, like literally like next week, right when I fucking covered this shit, somebody they're I don't know if they're shutting down WPT. What they say on WPT is they're stopping the gold coins, which are the free coins. So I'm not worried about these glasses. I'm not worried about losing any money or anything like that. Look at these fucking guys. See, this is how you know the games are good. That they're putting all this money in with these fucking hands. Well, the ace 3 at least is an egregious fucking hand. There's no reason to go broke on that hand. Tournament play is much, much different than like ring games. Like, I have a very, very much like a tournament player's mind. So basically, and especially in tournaments, well, all of poker, I gotta go to the bathroom really quick, but all poker, you make your money by waiting for your opponents to make mistakes. I go to the bathroom if I have to sit. If I miss a hand, it's okay. Holy shit, that's why I don't fucking drink coffee during the day. All right. Hope the sound is good. Hope that didn't fuck you up too much. Yeah, thanks for joining the online poker show. We're still waiting for the second table to fill up. And I'm happy to see I can talk a lot about poker. I feel like this is like an unfulfilled need of mine where I have a lot to say about poker. I don't really have like poker friends anymore. You know, like when I was a poker player, I had like a lot of online poker friends, real life poker friends. Now it's just like, you know, you're on your own basically. I spend a lot of time like on the discussion forums and just watching. Oh no, did we lose our fucking signal here? I had a feeling like I'm a little worried that running StreamYard, which is the program that powers the ability for like you to see the screen, it might take too much because like I can already tell all of a sudden it's acting really glitchy and slow. Kyle Young says the turn river can be brutal sometimes. Yeah, believe me. I mean, that's like the story of your life when you play online poker, especially since it goes so fast. You experience a lot of turns and rivers. All right, so I just signed up for my second table now. We're gonna have 2 games going. I think I'm only gonna be able to show you one. I'm not sure. Maybe I can share the whole screen at some point. Let's get all 3 games up though. I play 3 games, guys. Doesn't matter what happens. I just play 3. I know I'll be done in an hour, so that way I have a pretty good idea of like my schedule and shit. I like to have a good schedule. This other game is okay. There it is. Okay, we're good. I gotta sign up for one more tournament. They have $20 sitting goes on here too. I want to start playing those, but I wanted to build my bankroll from zero base. I put $100 in. We're already over 300, and I feel like if I can get it to right now, these 5s are just like they're literally like giving money away. Yeah, I can see it. So King 3 off, nothing to talk about there. Wish you guys could see the other table. Let me get signed up for 3 games and also see if I can show you the whole screen. That would probably be cooler. Kyle Young says getting the itch to play again after a long time. Yeah, man. I hadn't played for a very long time. I could watching it. I don't actually. It's a weird thing where I don't really want to play anymore. I mean, it's more before I can see it on the actual table. But fold. It's like to me, it's just work. So it's not like fun. I don't really crave playing at all. I really actually just enjoy watching. It's really like almost like an autistic thing that if you just as much online poker as I watch every live poker vlogger, and I just watch a ton of this shit. Wow, we got Ace King on the other table first with 2 kings. Let's see, no ace for the Ace King. No, 3 queens on the board. Yeah. Electric Rider says I did okay in pool, but you're not a good card player. Yeah, pool's a big gambling thing, right? People love to gamble on pool. I never got involved in any of that shit. I mean, I played a little bit of pool. All right, so we have a hand here. So if somebody raises in front of me, I'm just going to fold. I might raise if these 2 guys fold to isolate this player. But now normally with a hand like this in later position, you kind of want to raise coming in. But I have to raise so much right now, it'll bloat the pot. So I'm literally just going to play position. And when you're against this many opponents, I'm already thinking like, don't go broke with this hand. You know, because like your ranges are like, oh no, fuck. We all got squeezed out of it anyhow, so that's fine. It only costs us 100. So yeah, that's a weird hand where you don't see hands like this in real poker because you don't have 4 limpers before the flop. And what would be even stranger is calling like this $1,000 raise would be crazy from any of the limpers, but you do often see it. Like a guy's got like 7, 8 of hearts or something, is just dying to see the flop. So it's that was like, I have like a very low variance way of playing these tournaments. So weird spot. Queen Jack with 4 limpers in front of you. Sometimes you want to raise to isolate like less players, but with that many players, you're just going to get called in like a bunch of spots. And I don't want to do what the Razor did. See what the Razor did? The Razor had to make it 1,000 to go. What if one of the under the gun players has a real fucking hand that the first raise was from first position? So it's just like these players are just fucking crazy. And you just got to wait for them to walk into you. Let's see if I can start showing. Oh, no. Uh-oh. I lost my internet. Oh, it's back. It's back. It's back. Okay, so we're okay. I lost the first. I think it's just like every game that I load up makes it harder and harder on the internet. Oh yeah, I've never seen him go so slow, but we'll see if we can do it. Again, if I lose every game here, I lose $15. But these plays are so bad, who knows what could fucking happen. Ace 5 suited under the gun. Fold. Now let's see. I want to see if I can show you the whole screen now. This is stupid to do. I don't like doing it like this. Remove that. Sorry, I'm having trouble chatting with you guys. I don't fucking accidentally sit out. Oh, thank you. Raise coming in with Ace 6 suited. Hopefully everybody will just fucking fold. What the fuck?